Good day. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing this moment? I just want to say that I'm thankful and I'm grateful to see another sunrise. For this moment wasn't promised to me, but I give thanks to the Most High to let him know that I am grateful, so that I may see another one. Um, this morning, I just want to speak to you about something that came to me. And it's about knowing how and knowing what to be thankful for. I have learned through experience that we have been taught a lot of things that don't make sense to me. And if it don't make sense to me, then it's only right for me to want to know the truth. And when you know the truth, you should spread the truth. And it may seem like something simple, but in life, you got a winner and you got a loser. And this is how the world choose and celebrate. The world celebrates the winner. The world has shown us that it's bad to be the loser. The world has showed us that if you're not first, you're last. The world have showed us that if you're not first, if you're not number one, you're number two. Everybody in the world want to be number one. Nobody wants to be number two, because number one to the world means that you are a winner. Number two to the world means if you ain't first, you're last. So with that being said, it have taught the people that lives in the world without even knowing it to be in competition. They even made a movie, I remember. If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. I've said it. So many other people done said it. Grown people, kids, white people, black people, Chinese people, it doesn't matter. Everybody done seen that movie. If you ain't first, you're last. So everybody wants to be number one. Nobody wants to be number two. Number two ain't celebrated. Number one is celebrated. even not knowing that, let's just say, when it comes to a man and his wife, that man have his wife at home, and then he step out and he do things, and they call that a side piece. Now, that wife that's at home is showing that he's chosen her to be number one. And the side piece, what he go out in the street to meet, becomes number two. I'm just breaking this down and just showing you the difference between. Number two can be actually getting more than number one getting. But it's just the fact of knowing in your head you are the side piece, or she is the side piece. She knows she number two. The world don't celebrate number twos. The world only celebrate number ones. If you're not first, you're last. If you're not the winner, you're the loser. Number one. Everybody wants to be number one. I come here today to tell you that have taught you, me, until you become aware of it, the most stupidest thing in the world. And the most stupidest thing in the world that have taught you is not to celebrate your losses. You only celebrate your gains, your wins. But in the eyes of the Most High, in order to win, you have to lose. You can't become a winner until you know how to lose and know how to accept your losses and celebrate your losses. Because, okay, let's look at it like this. A loss ain't really a loss. A loss is really a win. Because in order to gain, you have to lose. And when you lose, you're not really losing. What I mean by that, when you lose something, it make you feel bad because you lost. Because everybody want to win. Watch this here now. But when it comes to serving, not the world, but the Most High, watch this. In order to become what He has meant for you to become, in order to walk the path that He has set before you, you got to get rid of a lot of stuff. The lesser things you have on you, the more you become. The lesser things that you have on you to weigh you down, the better you feel. The lesser the things you have on your mind, the better you think. The lesser the things you have in your body, the better you feel. The better you look, the better you can be able to not only live for yourself, but you will be able to help others because the better shape you'll be in. Now, to the world, it's bad to be a loser. So when you realize it, we sit here and accumulate all these things that's ours. We accumulate everybody else's problems. We accumulate and take on everybody else's worries. Because everybody want to be number one. Nobody want to be number two. But I have learned, in order to live, in order to be in alignment, in order to be able to stand not only for yourself, but to support others that may need support, you got to let go of a lot of things. And when you let go of a lot of things, it only make you a better person at the end of the day. It strengthens your mind. Letting go of a lot of... See, we accumulate a lot of stuff. And life and things go hand in hand. I was working on my house that I live in. My home. And what I did was I was getting rid of everything that I had accumulated. I didn't want to throw my stuff away. And I had stuff in there, y'all, from years. It was stuff that when I moved in this house, that my grandma had left. And some things that I know that was not even my grandma was still in this house. So the accumulation of others, what I seen, I said, nah, I ain't gonna throw this away. This still good. And I just kept accumulating and kept accumulating and kept accumulating. To where I looked around, I ain't had no room to even move around. And what I mean by that is not only just my physical home that I live in, but my temple, my body. This is my home. So when I was throwing away things out of my physical space, mentally I was throwing them out of my spiritual space. So it hit me. The more things I started throwing away, the more my eyes hated to see them go, but the better I started feeling as a person. The more I threw away out of my house, the lighter I became as a person. The better I started to feel. The more I started to smile. The better I started to look. And it's funny because you would think, why would throwing stuff out of your house and how would throwing things out of your house that you live in make you look better, make you feel better, make you think better? Because all the things we have accumulated with other people's energy on it, things you don't know where those things come from. People give you stuff. You don't know where that stuff come from. You don't know what that stuff got on it. You don't know what that stuff got in it. You just be taking stuff. And a lot of time people be throwing stuff out their house and they sell it. And you turn around, you go to the rummage sale and you buy it and bring it. The stuff somebody throwing out their house and you turn right around and you bring it right in your own house. So they getting rid of their troubles and you turn around and buying their troubles. So I just come to let y'all know that before I take y'all too far out, because I can talk. But in order to celebrate in order to have a win, you have to know how to celebrate your losses. Because your losses is not really losing. You're not really losing. Because in order to win, you have to get rid of a lot of things that you have picked up, that you have acquired, that you have been hauling around. You got to get rid of all that stuff. You got to get rid of all that stuff. You got to get rid of all that stuff. You got to bring the two together, physically and spiritually. You got to balance them out. You can't have one without the other. You can't be all spiritual and not physical. That means, how do that work? You can't be all physically and not spiritually. How would that work? So you have to learn how to balance the two. And be grateful for. I didn't come here to take all y'all time. I just come to spread some love and some wisdom. And let you know that everything ain't gonna be alright. You gotta be thankful for right now. Everything is alright. You here, you talking. I'm talking, so I'm good. If you watching me, then you good. Give thanks for being here right now, this moment right here. If you worrying about tomorrow, you're losing. If you looking back, thinking about yesterday, you're losing. Guess what? Celebrate your losses. Be thankful for them. Know how to lose. Because when you're losing, you're not really losing, you actually winning. Alright? I love y'all. God love you too. The Most High love you too. Be thankful. Be kind to one another. You don't gotta take nobody trash. You don't gotta take nobody junk. Stand your ground. Stand firm. If you believe in something and what you believing in, you know is right, and you for sure is right, stand on what you believe in. It might hurt somebody's feelings, but if you right, and if they got any type of good in them, they'll come back and they'll let you know you were right, I was wrong. But if they stop fooling with you because you was right and talk about you and go here somewhere else, that ain't worth having. That loss is really not a loss. That loss is a win. Let them go. All right. I love y'all. Have a good rest of y'all day. Stay positive. If you could do something to better yourself, do it. You'll feel better. You'll look better. And you'll think better. All right. Have a good rest of y'all day.